Hello everybody and welcome back to our YouTube channel. I am Alexandra and I'm a certified ascension coach with Twin Flame Universe, and today we're going to do a tarot reading for the week of 20 to 26th of March about the Twin Flame energy, what you're going to move through, what's up in your Twin Flame journey, in that week. It's a general reading. We will also pull some oracle card at the end, so make sure that you stick around to see the oracle cards as well. When I do these readings, I read about you and what you will be moving through, you as the person in watching this this reading. So without further introductions, if you do desire to have like a personal reading, I do offer those on our website, and you can see the details down below. It's twinflamesacredreality.com. And yeah, let us begin. So this week, let me tell you, this week it's gonna be a week. We're gonna have a week, a good week, but a week nevertheless. And why I say that, and it's very funny, I do feel like I want to read the cards like in pairs of threes. I pull 6 cards usually, but I feel here like we're moving through something. So the first 3 cards that popped up are the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Pentacles, the Devil in reverse, and then the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And why I want to read them like this, it is because the Ace of Coins here, the Ace of Pentacles, is a card that speaks about, stability and success, and a lot of wonderful things kind of going on in your journey, right? It is a place where you find stability, where you find love, where you find a greater sense of like abundance and joy and everything. And then we have the Devil in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which are both cards that speak about kind of having like a down period in your union. And especially with the Devil in reverse, it speaks about kind of like some very icky patterns that are coming up to be addressed, kind of like think about addictions, like abuse, like it's kind of like that kind of things. But I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles here kind of coming first, I feel like you will move through these energies with a new sense of stability and confidence in yourself as a person going through this journey, right? It speaks to like your personal power, and that you are able to tackle both of these kind of seemingly negative things coming at you in a more graceful way, and in a way that you're like, oh, okay, I know what to do now, and you're just gonna heal about it, and that is gonna kind of increase even more this sense of like kind of stability and commitment that you feel in your union, right? And I feel like this is a huge thing for you, like as a mature person that approaches this twin flame journey. Like this means that you kind of get it, you get what's kind of going on. And yeah, there's gonna be challenges with these cards. I'm not saying no, there's gonna be things going down, but what I want for you to like focus on is like you tackling these challenges with like by being strong in your personal power, right? I want to like empower you. I want to assure you that facing whatever is coming up, it's actually the next thing that you need to face, right? And obviously you know that, but it's not so much about like the challenge itself, I feel, but about really you like awakening into this new sense of like, oh, like before this Devil in reverse and this Wheel of Fortune would like tear me down and make me like cry my eyes out and like feel so bad, but now I feel very like content, I feel very like joyful and alive and abundant, in this experience, despite how it looks like, because I understand that these and these are just here to help me grow, and you're gonna be able to like move through them, kind of like very, very good, very, very nice. It's like, it's such a, it's a very good energy that I feel here. Again, despite the challenges, there will be challenges, maybe feelings of you feeling, you know, ignored, or you feeling like by your twin flame, or you feeling like, you know, they're not interested in you, and there's gonna be like maybe some overwhelm, you know, when it comes to like, you're gonna be challenged to go into feeling overwhelmed by, you know, feelings and emotions, and kind of like just like negativity within yourself. But you're gonna be able to transcend them and come out of them stronger. And I think like that's like the most important here for you to take from this journey, from this reading, that you are really capable to go about in your twin flame journey in a way that it's fruitful for yourself, and you see like everything that comes up is just about you increasing your stability in your union, you increasing your faith in this journey, you increasing this, you know, sense of like confidence in what you're doing. And I think like that's really beautiful, that's divine, that's wonderful, right? And it is because you are willing to heal. And I think like what I see here is a great willingness to heal, because if kind of like life throws these things at you, like God throws these things at you, it means like you really must, you're really willing to look at whatever is being presented and move through it. That's wonderful. That's really wonderful. Good. And the next 3 cards that we have here, which is kind of funny because it's kind of like a similar energy. But we're going deeper in some deeper aspects of the reading. So the next 3 cards that we have here are the Empress, the Queen of Coins in reverse, and the 6 of Cups. So with these 3 cards, the Empress again speaks about feeling stable. Like, especially you, like if you're watching this as a divine feminine, like there is like a strong feminine, you know, presence here, like as the Empress. It's like clear. She's the Empress, right? So it provides like stability, and especially as a divine feminine, like that, like a powerful divine feminine that feels like confident in herself, in her healing abilities, in what's going on in her life. You know, it's like a great sense of like confidence and stability again comes up, you know, kind of like the Ace of Coins, but this is like even more so in that area. So it's like a very strong, you know, divine feminine here that I see. Like if you're a divine feminine, this is you. If you're not a divine feminine watching this, then it speaks about, you know, the connection that you have with your feminine. So it's still kind of about you. It's just like it's represented more in your connection with your feminine. So there's like a lot of strength there with the feminine. But with the Queen of Coins in reverse and with the 6 of Cups, the challenge here is that you feel kind of strong and happy, but you might get bored. I'm gonna be honest, this is just what I see. You have the stability and now you're getting bored. And it's like just what it is. You might be getting bored and irritated because you're kind of like feeling like you move through all of these things, like you're mastering the situation, and now you're kind of like, oh, okay, what now, right? And I think like the block that is coming up here is that as you learn how to master your inner work, you learn how to master your journey, you're gonna be asked to like not focus so much on the survival, right? Because I feel like there is an energy of like kind of survival when we kind of move through, in a sense, like, oh, I have to things because things are just so painful, right, that I need to move forward. And that you're not in that space anymore. You're not experiencing excruciating pain anymore. That's what I see for the people watching this. It's like you're not going to that excruciating pain because you have learned how to move past it and what it means and how to deal with it. And now I think like they're kind of having like an identity crisis of like, okay, well, now what? You know, I know how to do with this, and I know what to deal with that. What do I do next? And the thing that's coming here as a guidance is that you need to focus on cultivating joy. You have exit time where you have focused a lot on survival and kind of dealing with your bare minimum within yourself in your twin flame journey. Like, that's what a period that you had to go through. It was necessary, but now you're being asked to like step out of that, because all of this stability that I'm seeing with you, even dealing with these situations, right? It is asking you to focus on building joy in your life, because the slip up that can happen here is that because you're kind of feeling bored with this situation, is that you might relapse, so to say, like creating very difficult situations for yourself. And we don't want that, right? I do not advise that. But that's kind of like a path that they see, like it's kind of being presented, like you're thinking about it, like, oh, like it's being bored. Should I have like a hard life again? Because what should I do, when I'm bored? No, don't do that. Focus on cultivating joy and kind of building a joyful life with you and your twin flame here. And that's going to be, kind of like a challenge, because when you come from a place of like, oh, I thought I focus on survival, so I need to deal with these kind of survival things, you have to like kind of transcend that within yourself and allow yourself to think about your life in a different way, because you're not going to, again, you're not going to live from survival. So it's going to be like a whole different kind of paradigm that you're going to have to adapt within yourself. And I think like this week just kind of represents that you're opening yourself towards that, in your twin flame journey. However that looks like, it can be in a romantic way. For you, it might be even in like actual abundance way, which is why spoilers, I'm going to pull cards from the angels of abundance. But for you, it might be actually, in your relationship with your twin flame, and be like, okay, everything is very stable and I feel bored because we're not fighting anymore and everything is nice. So what do? Should we start fighting again? Because this just seems very unnatural to like not fight, and not have these yucky things happening between us. Like, what should I do now, right? What should I do? Like, I have energy. I feel like, how do I channel that energy? And here, instead of like going back into the old pattern when you have to fight and have conflicts, you can cultivate that energy into doing things that you enjoy and doing activities together that you enjoy. Same thing can be applied, like for example in finances, where right now maybe you have grown into a space where you're financially stable and you have like that, okay, I feel good now here. What do I do now? I'm bored. Should I just like go and start again, be poor again and reset? No. Learn how to go to the next level in a healthy way and invest into yourself and in your joy into a new way that feels sustainable for you. Good. So I feel like that's the message with the reading, honestly, but we do have the oracle cards to pull as well. So today, as I said, we have the angels. The card that. So I feel like funny that the way that this reading went and that I felt called towards the angels of abundance, because it just kind of fits. So let's just see what guidance you need here more. So the first card is Windfall of Abundance, right? So this is what I'm saying, like it's a very bountiful week for you, and you do have like a lot of like success in your journey in one way or another, right? Through your healing, through everything. Like you're gonna have like a great time this week. So the card says an increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support life purpose, health and charitable work. Yeah. So good vibes. Next card. Have courage to ask and accept for help. So here it's like part of you building that stability is going to be you learning how to ask for help and realizing that you don't have to deal with the challenging situations on your own, and you are partnering with your twin flame to work through these things together, but you do have to open up and be vulnerable about what's going on, you know. So I think like vulnerability and having like a healthy way to connect with your twin flame, where you don't see each other as enemy but as kind of allies working together, is going to be very useful and fruitful for you here. So that's going to be crucial for healing. It's very good stuff. So here, after this gratitude list, kind of feels natural that once you receive, and this is kind of like the energy, like the boring energy that came in the tarot reading, is you might not allow yourself to like be grateful for what you have received for some whatever reason, because it like just seems like a really like an amazing week for you. So here, like, allow yourself to build gratitude and express gratitude towards everything that you have like received and healed, because maybe you don't see the importance of it because blocks, but here, like, you really like have done something, you have achieved something in your journey this week, and it's safe to see it that way. And yeah, just honor it appropriately, right, for what it truly is. So this is the reading for this week. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you resonate. Please leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed our readings, and we will see you next time.